Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we've got a full body bar workout. So grab some water, grab your chair and let's begin. Start with your feet together and one hand onto the chair. You're going to come down into a squat position, knees together, lifting that arm up, rising on up to the balls of the feet and then circle that arm around. So squatting down, lifting the arm as you squat, rising on up and circling that arm around. Good, so bend nice and deep, really squeeze the bum here, weight back into the heels as you squat down, tummy held nice and tight. Good, and then we're going to pulse it here, so keep the heels down and really squeeze your knees together, tummy held tight, and then you're going to lift and lower the heels. Take that arm off the chair, find your balance. If it's too much, do place a hand back down. If you can, lift and lower that heels and try and keep nice and deep into your squat. And we're going to pulse it here. Keep pulsing, squeezing, and then coming all the way up. Lovely. Step back with the leg furthest away from the chair into a nice deep curtsy lunge, arm coming up, and then squeeze the leg out to the side like so. Keep that bend as you lift the leg out to the side and really squeeze into the side of the bum. The arm is coming up and lifting that leg, pointing the toes, lengthen through the crown of the head. Tummy held nice and tight, and we're going to hold it down there and pulse, squeezing into that bum, both arms coming up, and then hold it down low. You're taking the arms out to the side and up, out to the side and up. Try and keep down as low as you can, open and close. Good. And then lift that leg up and out to the side and start pulsing here. Little pulses, squeezing into that leg. Keep the tummy lifted, keep the side waist nice and long. And then extend out into a diagonal line and then pulse it into the side leg. Inhale here and exhale to pulse. So straighten the back leg and then bend as you come back to the center. Lovely, keep it here. So you're reaching forward and back. And then flex that foot. You're going to push the heel away, really squeeze the leg, pushing that heel. Keep the leg nice and high, really strong here, working really hard. And then lower down, have a little wiggle here and just pat out the bottom. Turn towards your chair and rest both hands on the back. You're going to put your right leg forward and your left leg back in a turned out position. So I'm just turning to the front to show you. We're going to bend the knees and then straighten the legs. So bend and straighten. So keeping up nice and high onto the balls of your feet. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Keeping in that turned out position, you're going to bend down and keep it there. Squeeze your bottom, open your knees out a little bit more and pulse it here. Keep nice and deep, drawing the tummy in. Try not to put too much weight through your hands. And then lift your arms if you can, holding it here, and then rising and bending the knees here. If it's too much, place your hands back down onto the chair. But if you can, find your balance, find a little focus point. Bend the knees in your fourth position and then arms out to the side and close them in front of you like you're hugging a big beach ball. Working the arms in this position. The legs should be burning. And then coming back up and just again have a little wiggle. Standing away from your chair slightly, take the left leg back, point the toes and hinge forward as you lift and extend that leg behind you like so. Gently bend the elbows. Make sure there's enough room so you don't clonk your chin or anything. Keep that supporting leg straight. And then you're going to squeeze in, bending the knee and extend. So in and extend. So both knees are bending and then both legs extend. Lovely. Again, lightly hold onto your chair, using your tummy as you crunch in, squeezing and extending. Lovely, holding it there, bending that supporting leg now. Start to rise on up and lower. Lift and lower, keeping the left leg high. Really working hard here. Keep it going. Doing so well. Lift and lower. If you can, pulse it here. Keep high onto the ball of foot and pulsing it. And then just lowering down, lovely, ready to go to the other side. So you're extending your right leg this time and lifting it up as you hinge forward and just gently tapping it down onto your mat as you lower it down. So again, make sure you've got that space so that you can lean forward, gently bending the elbows, nice long legs, pointing the toes, squeezing up into that bottom as well. Good, lovely, keep it going. Tummy held tight. You're going to sweep that knee in and extend. So really tucking in, bending both legs and then extending both legs. Drawing that tummy in as you bend the knees, working hard into that supporting leg, doing really well. Using your breath. Good, bend that supporting leg now and you're going to lift and lower that heel. Try and keep that right leg lifted. Feeling the burn now, keep it going. Not long now. And then pulse it here, keep the heel high, pulsing, squeezing, drawing the tummy in. And then giving that bottom a bit of a pat, have a wiggle, well done. Perfect, good. Coming over to the other side now, so carefully swap your chair around. And you're going to place the other hand onto the back. And again, like we did before, squatting down, rising up and circling that arm as you lower the heels. So we did this right at the beginning, squeezing those knees together, squeezing the legs, squeezing the bum, everything's working. Good. And now you're going to hold it at the top, rising on up, lift both arms up, and then lower the knees and the arms out to the side and come back up. So find that focus point, bend the knees, squeeze the legs together and lift. Tummy held really tight. Focus now. And then lower the heels down. Take the arms forward. Open the arms up and in front. Side, up, side, in front. Okay, so a little different on this side. Keep working those arms and then you're going to lower one arm down while the other one is high and switch. Good. Add a little bit of resistance, really drawing the shoulder blades down your back. Nice strong arms, getting that nice shape. And then open them out to the side, ready for a big curtsy lunge with the leg furthest away from the chair. And then squeeze it up to the side with that bent knee, like we did on the other side, exactly the same here. Deep curtsy lunge and lift. Drawing the tummy in, the arm is sweeping up and then coming down behind the leg. Lovely, keep it going. And then holding it down here, pulsing here, both arms up to the ceiling, squeezing down as low as you can. You're going to open your arms and bring them to the top, holding that lunge, staying low. Keep breathing, keep smiling, keep working those arms. And then come up with that leg, lift the arm, and you're going to pulse that leg out to the side with that little bend in the knee. The supporting leg is nice and straight. You're lifting up here. And then extend out to the diagonal and up. And extend back to the center. Extend back to the center. Add a pulse if you wish. So your arm and the leg is extending on a diagonal back to the center. Add the little pulse if you want. Lovely. Getting that nice twist. Keeping the legs strong. Good. Flex a foot now and pushing that heel away. So nice and strong. Push the heel away. Add a little bit of resistance with that leg if you can. Yeah, trying to keep everything still and pulled in. Keep that leg high. Keep the arm lifted. The shoulder is relaxed. And then come all the way down and have a wiggle. Well done. Turn to face your chair. So feet are together. You're going to bend down into a squat on the balls of your feet. Straighten the legs, bending over your chair with a flat back. So bend down, and then as you extend the legs, extend over your chair. Make sure your spine is straight. You're using your tummy and squeezing your bottom, strengthening the legs. Good, lovely. Just take a little step back and lengthen your arms down onto your mat. Bend your knees if you have to. You're going to start to extend the right leg up and lower. Lift and lower. If you need props or blocks on your hands, then do go and get some. You're going to lift and squeeze, making sure that those hips are nice and square. And then you're going to take your right hand up and just prop it and support you onto the chair. You're going to open your hips up and out so they're stacked on top of each other and continue the movement. So it's going to feel slightly different. Really suck your tummy in. Keep your legs nice and long. Just be really careful with the balance here. And then start to flex and stretch and point your foot. Keeping the leg nice and high, both legs are long. The supporting leg is working hard. And then come and crouch down, have a wriggle off here, ready for the other side. So lifting and lowering that left leg now, making sure that both legs are really straight and you're kicking the leg up into the air. Try and keep those hips nice and square, hands onto your mat or on your props. Lovely. Really point the toes, squeeze into the bottom. Keep the tummy held really tight here. And then you're going to just place that left hand on the chair for a bit of support. Open the hips up, stack them on top of each other, ready to lift and lower that same leg. So slightly more open for this move. And really draw your tummy in, working the whole body here. Well done. Keep it going. Holding it now, flexing and pointing the foot. Try and keep that leg as high as you can. Squeeze into the bottom. Nice and strong supporting leg. And then lower down and have a little crouch and a wiggle. You're going to come onto your bottom now. Just make sure that your chair is fully out of the way so you don't hit it or trip on it. So lying down onto your back into the relaxation position, and then you're going to lengthen your legs, turn them out and slide one leg up, and then extend and lower the leg down. Other side, drawing that leg up in a turned out position, extend and lower, lifting your arms above your chest or have them down by your side. It's up to you. Make sure you're still in your neutral pelvis. As you draw one leg up, extend and lower, working on the inner thighs now. Doing really well. Lovely, keep going with this. And then your next move, kick your leg up. You're going to cross the ankles, kick and lower. Other side, kick, cross your ankles, kick and down. So lift at the arms. So as your leg lifts, your arms come back and back to the center. Lift, lower, lift and down. So your legs are still turned out. Your ankles will cross. Really getting into the inner thighs here. Working the arms a little bit. Make sure when you take your arms above the head, you draw your ribs down towards the hips. And then you're going to place your arms down, slide both legs and extend them up to the ceiling, turn them out and then start your crisscrosses. So crisscrossing down and then slowly coming back up. Keep going with this, working really hard here, really using the tummy, the lower abs. The lower you go, the harder it is. Taking your arms up above the chest, you're going to pulse it into a crunch. So lift and crunch here. Drawing your arms all the way up to the toes, taking them all the way back. Really strengthening the abdominals. And then take your legs down, bend them, slide your elbows under your shoulders and really push up and away from your mat. Open the chest. You're going to extend one leg, lift, lower and draw back in again. So alternate the legs here. Really simple move, focusing on your posture. And now we're going to extend both legs and then draw your tummy in, lift them nice and high, lower them together and slide them both in at the same time. Good. Keep this going. Again, keep lifting your chest, drawing your tummy in. Pushing up into sitting, take the arms above your head. And you're going to tuck your pelvis, rolling all the way down. Arms coming above your head. Big exhale as you roll up into sitting. Circle the arms around in a big circle up to the top. And then tuck the pelvis, rolling all the way down to your mat again. And then exhale as you roll all the way back up. Again, doing a nice big circle. Lovely. Keep going with this. Really working the whole body here, bending the knees. You're going to twist over to the right as you extend the right leg, center and then lift the arms high and lower down. Over to the other side, twist, center, lift the arms and lower. As you twist, you're lifting your leg. So as you're twisting to that side, it's the same leg that lifts. Keep it going, working your tummy really hard here. Try not to take the arms, try and just move your chest. And then hold it here, you're lifting your arms high and lower. Lift and lower. Keep that pelvis tucked. And then slowly rolling all the way back down. Good, just hug one knee into the chest here, taking a deep breath, giving the leg a little circle and then stretch it up to the ceiling, drawing your nose towards the knee, flex and point the foot, just getting an extra bit of stretch here. Lovely, hugging that knee back in. Lowering your body down and then pulling it over the midline of the body, getting that nice twist. Look over the opposite shoulder. And then slowly coming back, swapping over legs, drawing that knee in. Taking a deep breath in here and then stretching up to the ceiling. Draw your nose towards the knee, pulling it in gently, and then start to flex and point the foot. Just feeling that extra stretch on this side. Lovely, well done. And then bending that knee, hugging it in towards the chest, pulling it over the midline of the body, looking over that shoulder. Just taking a little breather here for the moment. And then hugging both knees in, just gently rocking up into sitting, and come and join me up into standing. So come into a nice wide second position and plie all the way down, nice and deep, pushing your arms out to me. So really squeezing down nice and deep, knees coming over the toes. Really lengthen up through the crown of the head, drawing the tummy in, and you're going to start to pulse. So keep your arms out in front of you and pulse it there. And then turn your toes towards me and lengthen out into a nice flat back, reach your arms forward, and then come back into your plie pulses. And then lengthen forward, really stretching your arms towards me, and then turn the toes back out and come into your pulses. And again, really lengthen, drawing the tummy in, straighten the legs, and then circle your arms all the way to the back and start to squeeze your arms behind your bottom, just like so. I'll turn to the side, really squeezing, and then circle them round and squeeze back, little pulses here, and then nice big circles up above the head, coming back and circle. Lovely, keep going with this. So a few little pulses behind you and then circle round up to the top. And then hold it there and then just relax. So fall forward and wiggle off here. And then heel toe in so that your feet are hip width apart, rolling on up. You're going to take your hands by your ears, twist over to the right, so elbow to knee, and then squeezing, lifting that same leg out to the side. So really twisting around here and then squeeze into that sideways as you lift the leg. So you're still working that same leg. Keep the tummy held really tight, find your balance. The leg doesn't have to come up too high. Lovely, keep it going. And then lift and lengthen your arms, and you're going to stretch and pulse that leg. So again, find your balance here and start to pulse that leg, squeezing into the bottom. And then coming back through center, again we're going over to the other side, so twisting over to that knee and then squeeze and crunch into the side waist as you lift the other leg this time. Lovely, really working the tummy, working the waist, working that leg, just gently tapping that toe down before bending the knee and lifting. And then stretching over to the other side, just slightly lean as you pump that leg up and down. Find your balance. Lovely, well done. Coming back through center and then squatting down, you're going to send your arms forward as you raise your heels, bringing the elbows back into your waist. Really squeeze the shoulder blades here. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me. So I'm sat back into my heels as my arms come forward, and then elbows squeezing back as I raise my heels. Tummy held tight, you're sitting deep into that squat. And then just fall forward again, releasing and relaxing here. Have a wiggle with the hips. Slowly roll on up into standing. Come to the back of your mat, roll down out into your plank position. Drop the knees, cross the ankles, squeeze the elbows into your waist, and you're going to do a push-up. And then push back into your downward dog, walking the hands up to the feet, rolling on up to the ceiling. Lift the arms, rising up, nodding the chin down, rolling out into your plank position, dropping onto your knees, crossing ankles, pushing down, Strong push up as you send your bottom high into your downward dog, rolling on up, rising up with the arms and walking out into your plank. Good, really squeezing the elbows here, tricep push-ups, sending your bottom high for a downward dog, walking the arms back in, rising on up, finding your balance here, keep it going, walking on out. Lovely, holding into your plank position nice and strong, and then you're going to take the legs out, out, in, and then bring the knee in and the other knee in. So nice and controlled, out, out, in, knee and other knee. Pushing up and away from your mat, drawing the tummy in. Really working hard here, keep it going. Lovely, push back into your downward dog, have a lovely, nice big stretch here, pushing that chest towards the floor. And then slowly walk your toes up towards your hands, rolling up into standing. And take a nice wide position. We're just going to take a few deep breaths, bending the knees here. Inhale, taking the arms up above the head. Exhale to open nice and wide. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. And then stretching and reaching over to one side, rolling all the way back through center and coming over to the other side into that side stretch, and then back through center. And well done, just heel toe in. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again next week.